Welcome back to my channel, friends. On my day 2 trip in Georgia, I have planned to explore Kakheti region, which is a historic province in eastern Georgia, known for its stunning natural beauty, rich cultural heritage, and world-class wine production. Kakheti is situated in eastern Georgia, bordering the Great Caucasus Mountains to the north and the Azerbaijani border to the east. Today, I'm starting my day with a traditional sumptuous Georgian breakfast with lots of varieties served in the dining area of Tbilisi Inn Hotel.
Tbilisi. It's the biggest city in our country. It's the capital of Georgia with population 1.2 million. Let's say almost half of our population we have in the capital, because population of Georgia is 3.7 million. We have guys from China and India. For them, this number is nothing. But we are very tolerant to others. We have mosques, synagogues in our country, Catholic Church, Armenian Church, Zoroastrian temples, and all of them are living freely. No one is forcing them to leave our country, and never it happens. Back in our history,
Churchkhela is a traditional Georgian sweet treat often referred to as the Georgian Snickers due to its energy-boosting qualities. It's made by threading nuts, typically walnuts, hazelnuts, or almonds, onto a string and repeatedly dipping them into a thickened grape juice mixture called tatara or pelamushi, which is made from grape must, flour, and sugar. After several dips, the coated nuts are left to dry, resulting in a chewy, candle-shaped confection. Churchkhela is popular throughout Georgia, especially during the grape harvest season in the fall. It's a common sight at local markets and is often given as a gift during holidays and celebrations. The treat is not only delicious but also packed with nutrients, making it a favorite snack for travelers and those needing a quick energy boost. The combination of the natural sweetness of the grape juice and the crunch of the nuts makes Churchkhela a unique and beloved delicacy in Georgian cuisine.
so and we can take the cups and take some drinks. You're adult? Not teenager?
21.
21. Oh, he looks like teenager. More younger. That's it? You are not drinking, yes? Okay, now, which kind of wine you would like to drink? This is red dry wine. Это Сапирави. Вот открыто здесь. They offered to taste it. Okay. Would you like to taste it? Okay. It's a dry, red dry, not semi. Come here. Okay. Sapera. And the second one is semi-sweet. Semi-sweet. Kids Barawi. This is semi-sweet. You will like semi-sweet, really. And they have really good semi-sweet. Semi-sweet is better. In Iran you have the similar.
Yes.
In Arabic countries you have the similar, and in Georgia we have the similar. So the inner side should be from clay, this layer, surrounded by stones or by bricks to catch the heat inside. We used dry grape branches to make the fire in our homes, but in mass producers like they're using fruit branches. Yeah, to make the fire. Why we are using the grape branches? Because they're thin and the heat is transferred balanced in the oven. So we use Georgian wheat to produce Georgian dough and flour first and then dough, yeah. And to get the high quality, we are mixing it with Russian flour, the Georgian flour. Why we're doing that? Because Georgian contains high percentage of gluten, while the Russian, which we are importing from Russia, yeah, it contains high percentage of whiteness. So we, after balance it, we get whiteness and gluten together and high quality of dough. We are using the natural material cells, like как будет на английском это? I forgot in English. What you're using in beer producing?
Yes.
Barley. Barley?
Not barley. Miel, да. Хамера. Miel. Say.
Yes. In Iran,
Yes.
Really? Yeah. Miel it's in Russian. In Georgia, it's totally different. So, where you going to produce those? Yeah. Right. Okay. So in our country we have 12 indigenous varieties of wheat. 12. In the world is 24. In Japan is 4. I don't know why we have it. It's a half of all the indigenous varieties. But we have it, and we are proud of it. Okay.
In Kakheti, bread is often made in a traditional clay oven called a ton. The most common type of bread is puri, a flat, round bread with a crispy crust and soft interior. The dough is prepared using simple ingredients: flour, water, salt, and yeast. After the dough rises, it's shaped into oval or round loaves and then slapped onto the inner walls of the preheated ton, where it bakes quickly due to the intense heat. Cheese making in Kakheti is equally traditional and holds a special place in Georgian cuisine. The region is famous for producing several types of cheese, with Gouda and Sulguni being among the most renowned. In Kakheti, both bread and cheese are more than just food, they are symbols of hospitality and tradition.
She was from Cappadocia. Cappadocia is a part of Turkey now. So, with the mother, they left Cappadocia, and in Jerusalem, where they immigrated, they became nuns. And when she was 17 years old, she decided to move in Georgia together with pilgrim group. As a pilgrim, just to see the place where we already have the rope of Jesus Christ, the part of the cross where Jesus Christ crucified from the 1st century, and a lot of other stuff like the dress of Saint Miriam in west part of Georgia, like the part of the hairs of Saint Miriam in west part of Georgia. But she came here in our country in Telavi, in the city, in the historical capital of Georgia. By time and by chance, she baptized and converted our royal family in 326. That's the year from which we are counting the period of Christianity in Georgia. But after, she decided to continue the road in other parts of Georgia, in east part of Georgia, in Kakheti region, and in that village she spent her last years of her life. Before dying, she left the world. I would like to be buried nearby the church. It was small basilic, this church, it was small one-nave basilic. And our King Miriam, he realized this word and he buried Saint Nino nearby the wall of this church. Later in medieval centuries, we expand the size of this church and it became three-nave basilic. But it was initially built by stones. Later, in late medieval period, we add bricks from outside.
St. George's Monastery of St. Nino, also known as Bodbe Monastery, is one of Georgia's most revered religious sites. Located near the town of Sighnaghi in the Kakheti region, the monastery is dedicated to Saint Nino, the woman credited with bringing Christianity to Georgia in the 4th century. Saint Nino, originally from Cappadocia, modern-day Turkey, arrived in Georgia with a mission to spread Christianity. Her efforts led to the conversion of King Miran III and Queen Nana of Iberia, making Georgia one of the first countries to adopt Christianity as a state religion. Saint Nino spent the last years of her life in Bodbe, where she was buried, and the monastery was built over her grave in her honor. The monastery complex is set on a hillside surrounded by lush forests, offering stunning views of the Alazani Valley and the Caucasus Mountains. The Basilica of St. George, which is the main church of the monastery, was built in the 9th century and later renovated in the 17th century, houses the grave of Saint Nino. The church is a place of pilgrimage for many Georgians, who come to pray and pay their respects to the saint. Bodbe Monastery remains an active convent, home to a community of nuns who lead a life of prayer and service. Bodbe's St. Nino's Convent Cathedral, part of the larger Bodbe Monastery complex, is a significant religious site in Georgia, known for its deep spiritual importance and historical relevance. St. Nino's Convent Cathedral is built on the site where Saint Nino spent the last years of her life in prayers. According to tradition, King Miran III, the first Christian king of Georgia, commissioned the construction of the original church in the 4th century. Over the centuries, the cathedral has been rebuilt and renovated multiple times, reflecting various architectural styles and historical influences. The cathedral is a fine example of Georgian ecclesiastical architecture, characterized by its cross-dome structure, stone construction, and elegant proportions. The interior is simple yet spiritually resonant, with a focus on the tomb of Saint Nino, which remains a central point of pilgrimage. Despite its age, the structure has been well preserved, with careful restorations ensuring that its historical and religious significance is maintained. A short distance from the main church, there is a sacred spring of Saint Nino, believed to have healing properties. According to legend, the spring appeared after Saint Nino prayed for water during her final days. Pilgrims often bathe in the spring, seeking physical and spiritual healing. Bodbe's St. Nino's Convent is more than just a cathedral, it is an active monastic community. The convent is home to a group of nuns who live according to the traditions of the Orthodox Church. The convent is also known for its beautiful gardens, which are meticulously cared for by the nuns. These gardens add to the peaceful and reflective atmosphere of the site, making it a place not only for religious devotion but also for contemplation and meditation. Saint Nino's convent cathedral is particularly important during religious festivals, especially those associated with Saint Nino, such as her feast day on January 27th and the celebration of the conversion of Georgia on 1st of June. The monastery and convent cathedral continue to serve as a powerful symbol of Georgia's Christian heritage, offering a space for both spiritual reflection and cultural appreciation. Sighnaghi, often referred to as the City of Love, is a charming small town in the Kakheti region of eastern Georgia. Perched on a hilltop overlooking the picturesque Alazani Valley, Sighnaghi is known for its well-preserved architecture, cobblestone streets, and breathtaking views of the surrounding landscapes, including the distant Caucasus Mountains. Sighnaghi is known for its charming mix of traditional Georgian and European architectural styles. The town's narrow, winding streets are lined with colorful houses featuring wooden balconies adorned with intricate carvings, red-tiled roofs, and vibrant flower boxes. Sighnaghi Museum offers an impressive collection of Georgian art, including works by the renowned painter Niko Pirosmani, who was born in the region. Today, Sighnaghi is one of Georgia's most popular tourist destinations, attracting visitors with its romantic ambience, rich history, and beautiful surroundings. The town has been carefully restored to preserve its historical character while also offering modern amenities for tourists.
I don't know where she is now, up or down. Yeah, I'm joking for sure, but Niko Pirosmani, this is that person who fall in love of that woman. Oh, he was more handsome. And this is his pictures, you know. This is his style. Ara, who yeah, the fishman. The fishman. This one, yeah. The same one with a process, but a different shape. As a Kakheti man. See how good is that? It's nice, huh? Это кахетинская шапочка. Да, это местная. Квадратная форма с крестом посередине.
А круглая?
Сванская.
Сванская.
Херсонская. Херсон и Душевская. А бабака общая кавказская. Ребята, долго здесь не задерживаем. Nice, do not spend here. No. We just offered them the opportunity to live in the cities. We give to them the church, which was founded in the 18th century, the second half of 18th century belongs to them. Then later, Armenians assimilated locals to Georgians, and the church came back to our Georgian Orthodox Autokephalic Church. But we kept what they did here. They added the bell tower on the roof. It's their style, and they added Khachkar cross on above the window here. So the Georgian bell tower we are building nearby the church. It's a Georgian style of building churches and bell towers nearby the church, not above the roof, like Armenians are doing. We are not doing that. But we kept it because it's part of our history. We didn't change it. We keep this bell tower also. It's a part of our history. We don't want to lose it.
Sighnaghi fort, also known as the Sighnaghi city wall, is closely tied to the town's strategic importance in the Kakheti region of eastern Georgia. The fortifications were constructed in the mid-18th century during the reign of King Erekal II, one of Georgia's most prominent and influential monarchs. King Erekal II, also known as Heraclius II, ruled over the eastern Georgian kingdom of Kakheti, a time when Georgia faced numerous threats from Persian and Ottoman forces. To protect the region from these invasions, Erekal II ordered the construction of fortifications in key towns, and Sighnaghi, with its strategic hilltop location overlooking the Alazani Valley, was chosen as one of these fortified towns. The construction of the Sighnaghi fort began in the 1760s. The fortifications included a massive defensive wall that encircled the town, stretching over 4 kilometers in length. The wall was built using local stone and designed to follow the natural contours of the hill, providing a formidable defense against invaders. One of the most distinctive features of the Sighnaghi fort is its 23 watchtowers, each strategically positioned to provide a clear view of the surrounding area. These towers allowed defenders to monitor approaching forces and communicate with other parts of the fort. The walls also had 6 main gates, which controlled access to the town and could be closed in times of danger. The fortifications were not only a military necessity but also served to protect the local population, who could take refuge within the walls during attacks. The town itself was laid out in a grid pattern, with narrow streets and tightly packed houses, maximizing the defensive capabilities of the fort. The fort also played a role in the local economy, as the town became a hub for trade in the region. Merchants and travelers passing through Kakheti would often stop in Sighnaghi, benefiting from the safety provided by the fortifications. Over the centuries, the Sighnaghi fort underwent various repairs and modifications, but much of the original structure remains intact today and stands as one of the best preserved examples of 18th century Georgian military architecture.
Please, guys, come here.
Осторожно.
Мистер говорящий. Смотрите под ноги. Okay, guys, now look. So here we have a traditional Georgian wine cellar with a clay pots underground. Let me explain how we are making wine, and I'll show you the tools which we use. So this one, the first one, we used to mix the grape inside. The old technology, you know, the process, you know already. I told you in the car. So now I'll show you. So we are using this to push the top layer back in the middle. Why? Because the top layer is drying, and we need to push it back to continue fermentation process in the middle, where we have higher temperature, and it should be all the sugar goes to alcohol. So that's the main and the most important. We're pushing it back. Our ancestors, they was doing in a different way. They was mixing it in a daytime clockwise, in a nighttime counterclockwise. It was a part of a ritual. After that, after the fermentation, we are hermetically closing by adding a heavy stone on the top. And to make it 100% hermetical, we are fulfilling the distance between by wax, or we are adding some sand from the top. So the oxygen is spoiled, so we should make it hermetical. After it's finished, we are waiting 9 months. In April, when we have Easter period, we are opening and we are using this tool. 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Every day.
3 hours.
3 hours.
Each 3 hours. There come 5 minutes.
After that, you put sand on it.
Yeah, sure. So after wine was ready, we was using this tool to chart the wine from there and transfer it in all other tanks, like nowadays we are using glass. But in old times we have smaller sized clay pots, like we have there. And the last tool is a wild cherry bark. This is antiseptic. So we use it to wash the wall of clay pots. So here inside we have the walls. And wine stone on the wall, on the clay pot wall. And above this stone is coming fungus. So we should clean with antiseptic. It's a natural wild cherry tree bark, like a sponge, and we use it to wash the walls. Like that. And a lot of water we need. A lot. It's very hard, actually. But we don't have other option. We should kill these bacteria, this fungus, and clean the walls from this stone as well. Right after we take the wine and before crushing the grapes as well. 2 times. That's the main tools which we are using. That's it. Let's go to taste some wine. Really nice.
No,
You wanna try some?
Cheers. Cheers.
You wanna try some? Yeah, Chinese girls, I like that. You're welcome. Who wanna taste? Take a glass. It's enough for you? You want more? I will drink from here.
Can I have another one?
To have a good, healthy, and wealthy life, has a lot of happiness in your life, the health of your parents, of your relatives, cousins, sisters, brothers, I don't know, kids, and to be happy. Gau marjos. We are saying in our channel, Gau marjos.
Gau marjos.
Kakheti is renowned for its ancient wine-making traditions and is often referred to as the cradle of wine. Kakheti has a history of viticulture that dates back over 8,000 years, making it one of the oldest wine regions in the world. This region produces some of Georgia's finest wines, including Saperavi and Kakheti. The town is surrounded by vineyards, and wine lovers can explore numerous local wineries and wine cellars. Wine tasting is a popular activity in this region, where visitors can sample traditional Georgian wines made using ancient winemaking techniques, including the famous culinary method, which involves large earthenware vessels that are buried underground. Grapes are crushed, and the juice, along with the skins, seeds, and stems, is poured into the culinary, where it ferments naturally. This process, which can take several months, produces a unique, amber-colored wine with deep, complex flavors. Kakheti hosts several wine festivals throughout the year, where locals and visitors can celebrate the region's winemaking heritage. The most famous of these is the Artiveli, the traditional grape harvest festival that takes place in the fall. During Artiveli, families gather to harvest grapes, press them, and start the winemaking process. Winemaking in Kakheti is not just an industry, It's a way of life that is deeply intertwined with the region's culture and traditions. Wine plays a central role in Georgian hospitality, religious rituals, and social gatherings. The economic importance of the wine industry in Kakheti is significant, as it supports local farmers, producers, and tourism businesses, contributing to the region's prosperity. I booked my Kakheti day tour through a local travel agency in Tbilisi called Kazo Travel Georgia. The tour was a full 8-hour guided experience, starting at 9 am and concluding at 7 pm. It cost me 55 lari. Before finishing my last day in Tbilisi, I decided to take a balloon ride in Reich Park, which also came at a price of 55 lari. The hot air balloon ride in Tbilisi is a unique and thrilling experience that offers panoramic views of the city from above. Located in Reich Park, near the historic Old Town and the Peace Bridge, the hot air balloon is a popular attraction for both tourists and locals looking to see Tbilisi from a new perspective. The tethered hot air balloon ride is securely anchored to the ground, allowing it to ascend to a height of about 150 meters, approximately 500 feet, while remaining in place. This allows passengers to safely enjoy the view without the balloon drifting away. The balloon ride typically lasts around 15 minutes, giving passengers plenty of time to take in the scenery and capture memorable photos. The Tbilisi Metro is a crucial part of the public transportation system in Georgia's capital, Tbilisi. It provides a fast, efficient, and affordable way to travel across the city, especially during peak hours when traffic can be heavy. The Tbilisi Metro was inaugurated on January 11, 1966, making it one of the oldest metro systems in the former Soviet Union. It was the fourth metro system to open in the Soviet Union, after Moscow, St. Petersburg, and Kyiv. The metro was built during a time when Tbilisi was rapidly expanding, and the need for an efficient public transport system became evident. The metro system has a total of 23 stations, many of which are decorated with Soviet-era mosaics, artwork, and architecture, reflecting the history and culture of that period.
Next station, Liberty Square.
The Tbilisi Metro operates from 6 am to midnight every day, with trains running at intervals of 2 to 4 minutes during peak hours and 5 to 10 minutes during off-peak hours. The system is generally reliable and well maintained, offering a quick way to get around the city. The Tbilisi Metro uses a contactless payment system. Passengers can purchase a Metro Money card, which can be topped up and used not only on the metro but also on buses, minibuses, and cable cars throughout the city. The Metro Money card can be bought at metro stations and convenience stores. The fare for a single ride on the Tbilisi Metro is very affordable, costing just 1 lari, making it one of the cheapest metro systems in Europe. The same fare applies regardless of the distance traveled. This wraps up my second day in Georgia, and now I'm heading back to my hotel, Tbilisi Inn. Tomorrow, I'll take you on a journey to the stunning views and landscapes of the Caucasus Mountains in the northern part of Georgia as we travel to the Kazbegi region.